And here we are, folks, at Infineon Raceway for race number 8 of the Mobil 1 Cup Series. Here we have 42 drivers set to roll off here today. We're going to be keeping our eyes on Anthony McCurry, guy who not only took the win last week, but is the defending race winner coming in to this race. If you cast your memory back to last season, it was Anthony McCurry and Robert Bann in a photo finish down at the line, the first and only time so far that we have had a photo finish at Infineon. Well, we got 42 cars, as I mentioned. Before we give you the starting lineup, just want to mention here that a lot of people have been very concerned about these engine failures that have occurred in Texas and last week at Talladega. John Worry blew up while leading the race at Texas, and Sean Galligan, I believe, was running in the top 15 at the time his engine blew up at Talladega. The NNSCRA has been looking very carefully into this. They believe they have found the problem. However, they are not releasing it to the general public what was wrong with the race cars. I myself don't even know. They have not informed me. So NNSCRA officials trying to keep it hush-hush, but they're saying publicly that they have got the issue fixed. So hopefully, even with the intense heat that we have here at Infineon, we won't have any engines roasting before the checkered flag waves. And speaking of roasting, yeah, it is hot out here, very hot. I'm sitting here with my Pepsi on one side and a fan on the other. I mean, man, it is hot out here in Southern California, and it's going to play a big factor, I think, into who's going to win this race. If you didn't see the Truck Series race, man, you missed a good one. A lot of trucks having to come down pit road with blistered race tires. You're going to see the same thing happen here today. The concrete, very, very hot. I mean, good grief. I went out there, I walked out there on the start-finish line. I was just looking around, and man, it felt like I was baking in an oven. The heat just pours off of that asphalt out there, and these drivers, you can imagine what that does to a race tire that not only is getting the heat from the weather itself, the heat from the track, but also getting the brake heat, because remember, these guys cannot be full throttle all the way around this racetrack, or else they're going to wreck. Alright, so we're going to be seeing several pit stops during the course of the night. And that was great. During the course of the day, the question is, though, who's going to be able to do the pit strategy to be at the front of the field when the white flag waves and when the checkered flag waves? That's what we're going to find out. It all went Adam Chambers' way yesterday in the Truck Series race. Here's the starting lineup for today's race. It's Noel Stiller. He'll start alongside of Angel D'Souza, then Kenny McCurry beside of Christian Janes. John Worry, he'll line up alongside of Ziggy Bain. Chad Smith will line up beside of Jacob Lawler. Then it's going to be Patrick Murphy beside of Timmy Pacioli. That's the top 10. Then it's Bob Fergus. He'll line up alongside of Jack Richards. John Brace to the outside of Jake Cole. Then it's going to be Logan Wilson. He'll line up alongside of Nick Eggleston. Jacob Rodriguez will line up alongside of Robert Bann. Then it's Robert Cruz alongside of Ray Wilson. Anthony McCurry starting only 4 spots behind Robert Bann. Those two, remember, battled it down to the line last season. And he'll start alongside of James Bald. Jared Crocious will start beside of Jake Berg. Then it's Dougie Shears with Ralph Green. Then Jake Rogers beside of Lisa Shears. Adam Rose will line up alongside of Adam Chambers. Arnold Columbia beside Stephen Dillon. Points leader Jordan Hester starting quite a long ways back here today. He'll have to fight his way up to the front if he's going to continue to lead the points when we leave here at Infineon. He starts beside of Adrian Brace. The two Racing with Jesus cars side by side, Alex Lozano and Amy Nathan. Then it's Corey Williams alongside Devin Wilson. John Dillon beside Matthew Rodriguez. Brandon Gonzalez and Sean Galligan. That's the rest of the field. So we will prepare for an exciting event here today. The question remaining, who's going to win? Now, we've had this season quite a few drivers pick up their first career wins in either the Oreo Truck Series, Mobil 1 Cup Series, or Snickers Cup Series. Not just rookies. Some drivers that have been around with us since the start of the NNSCRA, so it'll be interesting to see if the same thing can happen here today, if a driver will be able to pick up his first career Mobil 1 Cup Series victory here at this very tough road course. How many cautions are we going to have coming out? This is a racetrack that brings out so many different elements, but it's going to be Noel Stiller beside Angel D'Souza, and then Kenny McCurry and Christian Janes to get us underway here today. And here we go. The green flag will wave at Infineon. Race number 8 of the Mobil 1 Cup Series is green. Noel Stiller doing a very smart thing there, getting a good jump. He'll try and slingshot right in front of the 15, and he does so very easily there. He'll lead him into that turn 2 groove right there. Oh, he's off the racetrack, brings it back up. Almost got turned off of Angel D'Souza's nose, but still manages to keep it straight. D'Souza, though, fights to the inside, and D'Souza has the preferred line. She's going to the lead. Just like that, and Noel Stiller is going to lose more spots. He loses second to Christian James, loses third to Ziggy Bain, and now he's under fire for fourth from John Worry. He took 2 turns very badly in a row. D'Souza now with the lead. Christian James is by for second place. Angel D'Souza just about a car length in hand over Christian James. James is all over the back bumper there of that number 15 car. Here they come off this turn. Right there, you're going to see a lot of cars slide off and into the grass, or to the dirt area there. Here comes Christian James right up on the back bumper. Man, he got through the S's beautifully right there. But Angel D'Souza still holds him off. Meanwhile, Ziggy Bain and John Worry there, third and fourth, trying to close in on this lead battle. Oh, Christian James! Oh, he almost turns Angel D'Souza. That was mighty close right there. Mighty, mighty close. D'Souza still over Christian James, and we are still green. Incredible. We completed a lap under green. These guys apparently racing somewhat conservatively right at the moment. Oh, look at James. Look at this guy. He is just hounding the back bumper of that number 15 car. Now he'll lay off just a little bit again and then regroup and try to charge once more. He's now fallen about 2 car lengths back. D'Souza, then James, then Ziggy Bain, John Worry, and I believe that's Jacob Lawler, who has now moved into the 5th position in that number 28 car. D'Souza now will head the field down here through the S's once again. Caution now is waving. Caution lights just came on as they entered the S turns. Angel D'Souza, I think, will have the lead, but let's look back and see why the caution's out. Looks like maybe Adam Chambers and Sean Galligan got a piece of whatever it was, but yet they're continuing on. There's Chambers and Galligan side by side. And they're just racing each other for position still. They are still racing for position even though the caution is waving. Let's take a look and see why we're under the caution flag for the first time here today. Okay, here's what happened to Chambers. He's between Anthony McCurry and Lisa Shears, and I think Lisa Shears gets into the background coming into this turn. And Chambers, in turn, goes up the racetrack, makes some contact there with last week's winner, Anthony McCurry. McCurry comes down, he hits Lisa Shears, and McCurry and Shears both go down and slam that inside wall. Chambers, on the other hand, just scrubs the wall there with the right side of his race car. Now, I think back there, if you look on the right side of your screen, I think Sean Galligan may have spun out as well going through that turn. Let's take a look. Well, Galligan was running at the back of the pack, running just about the 41st position when... Does he get contact with Corey Williams, or... Well, you know, I don't know if... Oh, the car just slid out from underneath them. He got a little contact there with the Corey Williams machine, but that car just slid out from underneath them. That's the hot track conditions here, making the track very slick for these drivers. And we just got our cameras to view this. Looks like Jack Richards and Patrick Murphy coming down after the caution flag get together and both nail that wall right there. Bob Fergus has to slow down to miss it. And I think that, well, here comes Jacob Rodriguez. Let's see if everybody gets through here. It looks like they will indeed, but those 2 cars have some damage. And I think I've just gotten a report that Timmy Pagioli has received some damage from somewhere. Let's see if we can find out what's happened to the 09. Well, here it is right here. When that wreck occurred, everybody's backed up, and Pacioli just right into the back of Robert Cruz, and he has sustained some front-end damage to that Toyota 09. So, everybody else here backing up just a bit too. Possibly some damage to James Bald, possibly some damage to Ralph Green, and possibly some damage to Robert Bann. We will find out in just a moment. Now the lights are out atop the pace car, which means we'll go back to green flag racing on lap 5 of 17. Angel D'Souza leading, but before we go through the top 10 or top 20 here, I wanted to point out there's a guy really moving through the field here, and that's Brandon Gonzalez. Started off in the 41st position. He's already up to 24th position. This guy is really coming, doing a great job here as he started on the last row, the inside of the last row. It's Angel D'Souza leading. Christian James is second. Third is Ziggy Bain. Fourth is John Worry. And in fifth is Jacob Lawler. Sixth right now is Noel Stiller. Kenny McCurry runs in seventh. Eighth is Chad Smith. Ninth is Jack Richards. And in 10th position is Bob Fergus. And 11th is Jacob Rodriguez. 12th is Nick Eggleston. 13th is Robert Cruz. And 14th Jake Cole, along with John Brace running in 15th. 16th right now is James Bald. 17th is Ralph Green. Robert Bannon 19th. 20th is Ray Wilson. 22nd is Jake Rogers. 23rd is Adrian Brace. 24th is Brandon Gonzalez. 25th, Jared Crocious. 26th, John Dillon. 27th is Adam Rose. 28th is Stephen Dillon. 29th, Alex Lozano. Arnold Columbia 10th. The rest of the top 35, Amy Nathan, Devin Wilson, Dougie Shears, Matthew Rodriguez, and our points leader, Jordan Hester. So Hester all the way back in 35th position. He comes in as the points leader, and he needs to pass a lot more race cars in order to make sure he's going to continue to be the points leader when we leave Infineon here today. Well, just one quick announcement. The MFNPRA have their headquarters. Now the NNSCRA has theirs. Their headquarters going to be at Trenton Fairgrounds Park Speedway, and the All-Star races for all three series here in the NNSCRA will be run at that racetrack. So we're really looking forward to that. A big step in the NNSCRA here today. So D'Souza has led every lap so far, takes the green flag, and we're back underway here at Infineon. We were able to pretty much make history here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. First time we've actually completed one green flag lap without having a wreck occur. Caution came out for the first time on lap number 2. D'Souza with a pretty sizable lead here. Christian Janes not letting her get away though. Ziggy Bain running back there in third. John Worry there in fourth. Noel Stiller and Chad Smith back there going right up on the rumble strips off that turn, but you're able to do that. That's a pretty wide turn there. And now they head through the S's. Right now it looks like... oh, there's Chad Smith off the racetrack. I think he's okay, though. There he is. Wow, he's getting bypassed now. Everybody going by that number 97. He went off into the dirt off the S's, missed one of the turns there, and boy, is he paying the price for it. He crossed the stripe last time. I think it was in the 5th, 6th position. Now he's all the way back in 8th or so. That's not good for that Chad Smith machine, as they are 3 wide up ahead of them. Wow! I think that maybe Noel Stiller got some damage there, or at least got some contact with Jake Cole and Jacob Rodriguez there, as they went 3 wide for that position. Look at him back here behind Noel Stiller. A whole gaggle of cars. Nick Eggleston, Chad Smith, Robert Cruz, James Bald off the racetrack. Ray Wilson's back there. So is John Brace. This is all a battle for around the 11th position. Let's find our points leader, Jordan Hester. See what kind of strides he's making. He's making no strides. He's been bypassed by the damaged car of Timmy Pacioli, been bypassed by Anthony McCurry. Now he's losing more spots to Patrick Murphy, and now Corey Williams is coming up on his back bumper. Hester's in a lot of trouble right now. Hester has not made any moves to try and make his way up to the front of the field. Oh, back there, Daniel Schwab is off the pace. There he is in the 18. I don't know what's going on with the Daniel Schwab machine, but he's got damage to his Z-Liners Toyota from Joe Gibbs Racing. Something must have happened to him. I don't know if it was under this green flag run or if it was under the caution flag. Meanwhile, Sean Galligan there, he's coming down pit road once again. He's got some more damage to his race car. I wouldn't be surprised if both he and Logan, Daniel Schwab got together. Oh, caution's out. Oh, Ralph Green gets turned. Ralph Green got turned around. And that'll put us under the caution flag once again. Oh, somebody up there smoking. James Bald's got a problem. Anthony McCurry is smoking. Timmy Pacioli is slow. Oh, look at the McCurry machine. Oh, my word. That car is toast. James Bald right behind him. Bald's got some damage as well. I would say this wreck right here involving McCurry happened at the start-finish line possibly, but we also know that Ralph Green got turned around in turn 11. Let's see what happened. Well, I think this is not only the first time, well, make it put it this way. I think this is the first time we've ever had a car get airborne here at Infineon. Watch this. James Bald gets into the back of Ralph Green. Now, everybody's trying to make their way around. You see the 25 up on the high side trying to get by. This Jake Rogers. Everybody trying to get by. And then here comes Alex Lozano. He gets into the 2. Matthew Rodriguez is into Alex Lozano, and that's enough to flip the 2 car of Ralph Green up and over onto its roof, and then flips back over there. But I don't think I've ever seen that before here at Infineon, a car getting upside down. Normally they're not running at high speeds that they're able to get airborne or anything, but it just happened to Ralph Green. Now let's see what happened to Anthony McCurry further up. Now watch the 27 of James Bald very careful. Oh, Adam Rose and Jared Crocious got together. Rose comes back around to the other side, nails the James Bald machine. Dougie Shears got some damage there as well. Pretty bad damage to that Scott's Ford Mustang. And then up here, watch this white car coming in right there. That's Anthony McCurry. There's just absolutely nowhere for him to go. And look at the impact. Oh, wow. That was a hard lick for both he and James Bald. McCurry didn't, I don't even know if he knew that James Bald was there, but a lot of cars coming away with some damage from there, including Dougie Shears, James Bald, and Anthony McCurry. Our points leader, Jordan Hester, made it through that. So we're under the caution flag, and we are nearing halfway, so you gotta wonder if we're going to have some drivers coming down pit road this time by to see if they can make it. Here we go. Angel D'Souza makes the signal that she's going down pit road. Christian Janes is doing that as well. Sean Galligan there, he's a lap down to the leaders. Janes is coming down. It's going to be a busy time here on pit road. Let's take a look and see all the drivers coming down, and then we'll watch the race off of pit road. Here we go. This is the entrance to pit road. We'll see who's coming down. We know D'Souza. We know Christian Janes. Ziggy Bain. Here we go. These are the cars coming down. D'Souza, Christian Janes, Ziggy Bain, John Worry, Jacob Lawler, Kenny McCurry, Bob Fergus, Jacob Rodriguez, Jake Cole, Noel Stiller, Robert Cruz, Chad Smith, Nick Eggleston, Robert Band, Brandon Gonzalez, Ray Wilson, John Brace, Adrian Brace, Amy Nathan, Jared Crocious, Dougie Shears, Arnold Columbia, Jordan Hester, Matthew Rodriguez, John Dillon, Corey Williams, Stephen Dillon, Adam Chambers, Timmy Pacioli, Logan Wilson, Alex Lozano, Ralph Green, Patrick Murphy. They're all on pit road. Let's go and see if we can follow the race off of pit road. Here we go. D'Souza, she gets into her pit box. That's pit box number 2. There's pole sitter Noel Stiller. He pulls into his pit box. Let's see who's going to be the first one off pit road. D'Souza was first in. Will she be first out? Some drivers have already completed their service. They're coming out now. Here comes Christian Janes. He's going to beat everybody out. Janes will be the new leader under caution. Ziggy Bain second. Believe that was Jack Richards, and then it's going to be a drag race for fourth. Oh! Kenny McCurry gets nailed by Robert Bain coming off of pit road there. Some contact coming off pit road here at Infineon. Look at D'Souza. Long, lengthy pit stop for that race car. Finally gets off pit road, and Noel Stiller will finally get off pit road, but they're going to start way back in the field after being up around the top 10. And so we'll go back under green. Sean Galligan is on the tail end of the lead lap right now. He is not on the lead lap. He's running 37th, but he is leading this field, and he is on the lead lap. Then we've got Christian Janes. He is the leader. Ziggy Bain is second. Third is Jack Richards. Fourth is John Worry, and fifth is Jacob Rodriguez. Sixth position is Jacob Lawler. Seventh is Jake Cole. He came in 14th. 8th right now is Robert Cruz, who came in 15th. 9th is Bob Fergus. And Brandon Gonzalez, who came in 16th on pit road, he is going to restart in 10th. Some of the drivers that were up at the front at the start of this race, this restart, they would be Angel D'Souza. She came in the first position, and right now I believe she's running back. Right now I think she's running in the 30th position, so not good for the driver of Angel D'Souza. And here we go. Sean Galligan's going to lead them down, even though he's on the tail end of the lead lap. If he can get a caution and stay out ahead of these guys, he's got a good chance of getting back on the lead lap at the back of the field and being able to maybe pick up some more spots before this race is over. We'll go back to green on lap 9 of 17. And here we go. Green flag is out. Galligan, great strategy there. Did you see how he got that jump? Now he's just got to maintain it. So he's on the tail end of the lead lap. Let's follow the battle back here for the lead. Ziggy Bain to the inside of Jack Richards. That would be for second. Oh! Richards almost off the racetrack. You can see the tires spinning there, and that's going to allow John Worry to close in on him. Meanwhile, Galligan's going to be home free because Christian Janes has got the car of Ziggy Bain to worry about all over his back bumper. He got through that turn pretty nicely, and so I don't think he's going to have to really worry about Ziggy Bain for a little while, as now Bain falls back into the clutches of Jack Richards. Right now, Sean Galligan's got to be hoping for a caution flag as Christian Janes starts to close in on the back bumper of that race car, and I think Galligan has gotten his caution flag. I think the caution is waving. I don't know for certain. I'm trying to see if I can find out if the caution lights are on. I don't want to miss any of the action if possible. Nope, we are still under green. Christian Janes out in front, a long ways out in front. He closes in on the back bumper of Sean Galligan. He is there to try and put Galligan back down into the lap down column. Few cars coming down pit road. Let's see who they are as the pit stops are starting off again. Oh, Logan Wilson there. Noel Stiller, Stephen Dillon, Corey Williams, Nick Eggleston. They're all coming down pit road. I thought I heard some sheet metal scrubbing, but I guess not. As Sean Galligan still remains out in front of Christian Janes. Janes, though, about a car length back. Then it's a long ways back, about 7 car lengths before you get back to second place Jack Richards. Still no caution. Could we race it green to the checkers? That would be very interesting and see if these drivers would be able to make it. So far, I've been listening to radio communications. So far, oh, Galligan! Whoa, and that's holding up Christian Janes. That's not good for Janes. He's got to get by Galligan. Galligan holding him up, though. Look at this. Galligan playing defense. Big time. Now Janes forces a hold to the inside, and he's going to try and take the top spot. Well, actually, he has the top spot, but he's going to try and take the front of this field from Sean Galligan, who was on the tail end of the lead lap. Now Galligan is listed 1 lap down. But you can bet Galligan's going to be right back on the charge to try and take and get back onto the tail end of the lead lap. There we go. Christian Janes gets off the racetrack. Galligan tries to get inside. Janes throws the block, but John Galligan is still there, hounding that 66 5-hour energy drink Toyota. We got a total of 5 laps to go. Race yesterday ended up finishing under caution. Adam Chambers taking the win. Right now, Chambers is nowhere to be found, and our defending race winner from last season, Anthony McCurry, is nowhere to be found. They're way at the back of the pack right now. It is Christian Janes with the lead. Jack Richards is second. Jacob Rodriguez is back to third. Caution is out. It came just about a lap too late for Sean Galligan. But the caution is waving here. And we'll have to find out who for, as Christian Janes will lead him down. I don't think there's going to be any challenge for the lead. These cars came down pit road. Oh, maybe Brandon Gonzalez. Gonzalez is off the pace. I think it was Brandon Gonzalez who ended up this being the problem with it. Remember, he picked up so many spots under the caution flag. He crossed the stripe this time in the 30th position. I think it is the Domino's Chevrolet Impala. Why we are under the caution flag, let's take a look. No, actually, Brandon Gonzalez came down and made a pit stop under that green flag run. It was Timmy Pacioli the reason we're under the caution. He just can't get through that turn right there, that slick pavement, and he goes around, and then, locking up the brakes just ahead of him, that's the Matthew Rodriguez machine. So, that's the case there. And then, we're going to show you something that happened to Jacob Rodriguez. Watch him coming through the S's right here. Watch how he overshoots this turn. Whee! Somehow he was able to hold on to that, though. He loses 1 spot to Ziggy Bain. I think he almost lost another one to Jake Cole, but still a great save by Jacob Rodriguez. Alright, so getting ready to go back under green. No one making pit stops this time by. So we'll go back under green. These guys may be thinking about maybe stretching it to the end. I don't know. We'll see. Christian Janes leads. Second position right now is Jack Richards. Third is Ziggy Bain. Fourth is Jacob Rodriguez. And fifth is Jake Cole. John Worry sixth. Seventh is Robert Cruz. Then we got Bob Ferguson 8th. 9th is Jacob Lawler. And 10th is Ray Wilson. 11th right now, Christian Janes. Amy Naton's up to 12th. Robert Bann is 13th. Adrian Brace 14th. And Arnold Columbia runs in 15th. 16th is Jake Rogers. John Brace 17th. Jordan Hester, our points leader. He's finally found his way up into the front of the field. He runs in the top 20 now in the 18th position. Devin Wilson in 19th. And Chad Smith is 20th. Angel D'Souza is finally working her way back up to the front after a pit road miscue. They actually lost a lug nut, which is why she took so long getting off of pit road. She's up to 21st. 22nd is Patrick Murphy. 23rd is John Dillon. 24th is Jared Crochers. 25th, Dougie Shears. 26th, Adam Chambers. 27th is Ralph Green. Matthew Rodriguez, 28th. Brandon Gonzalez back in 29th. 30th is Nick Eggleston. 31st is Corey Williams. 32nd is Stephen Dillon. Noel Stiller, 33rd. Daniel Schwab in 34th. And 35th is Timmy Pacioli. The cars out of the race include Alex Lozano, Adam Rose, Anthony McCurry, James Ball, Lisa Shears, and Jake Berg. Sean Galligan there, you see, is running one lap down in the 36th position. So here we go. We're going to have a total of 3 laps to go when they hit the stripe this time. Christian Janes out in front. Green flag waves. Now, Christian Janes has a little bit of shall we say, good fortune on his side. The fact that there's a lap car between himself and second place Jack Richards. So that allows him to make a speedy getaway if possible. Oh, Robert Cruz got turned off there. He's trying to bring his car back up. Does Cruz save it? He's going to lose a ton of spots. Oh, my. He started this restart in the 7th position. Wow. Somebody got turned back there, too. It was Timmy Pacioli once again. No caution. Man, oh man, is that a tough break for that car right there. Robert Cruz crossed the stripe last time in 7th, and now he's a long ways back here. Oh, caution's out. Oh, Jordan Hester, that's our points leader. Hester has slammed one of the walls there in the S-turns, and he's got extensive damage to his Hellman Chevrolet with just only a few laps to go. Jordan Hester, the points leader, finds trouble here at Infineon. He restarted in the 18th position, and now there's damage to his Chevrolet, and he's coming down pit road. A lot of cars are. Robert Cruz is coming down pit road now. Ralph Green, Adam Chambers, Matthew Rodriguez, Dougie Shears, Chad Smith, also Jared Crochus, John Dillon, Patrick Murphy, Sean Galligan's on pit road, Devin Wilson, Amy Naton, Daniel Schwab, Arnold Columbia, John Brace, Robert Bann. Oh my goodness, look at all these cars coming down pit road. A lot of them. Christian Janes, our leader, he's come down pit road. So is John Worry, Kenny McCurry. Janes is going to get off pit road first, though. There he goes. Ziggy Bain's coming off pit road. I think that's the whole field. That may be the whole field. Jacob Rodriguez coming down pit road. Look at this 3-wide battle off pit road. Ray Wilson, John Worry, Sean Galligan. Everybody coming off pit road, making 4-tire stops. Some of them 2-tire stops. But we are under the caution flag nonetheless. Everybody coming down pit road here, though. I don't know if pit road was open or not, but we'll take a look and see what happened to Robert Cruz, and then take a look and see what happened to our points leader, Jordan Hester, who was just now exited pit road. Well, we would show it to you, except for the fact that we can't. There is no caution waving for that wreck with Jordan Hester, and the white flag is displayed to, guess who? Brandon Gonzalez in the 53. He has continued on. He is the current leader right now. Second position now is Corey Williams. Third is Nick Eggleston. Fourth is Noel Stiller. Stephen Dillon is up to 5th. And Daniel Schwab in a damaged race car is in the 6th position. These guys made pit stops a lot earlier than these other guys did. Angel D'Souza now on pit road. Bob Fergus now on pit road. But Brandon Gonzalez, Corey Williams, Nick Eggleston, Noel Stiller, Stephen Dillon, and Daniel Schwab all did a completely different pit strategy. And right now, they're all headed for top 6 finishes if they can make it this last lap. The white flag, as I mentioned, out has been displayed. Brandon Gonzalez looking for his first Mobil 1 Cup Series win. Corey Williams on his way to his best Mobil 1 Cup Series finish ever. in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. This is absolutely incredible. An amazing turn of events. Is Brandon Gonzalez coming down pit road? No, he is not. Gonzalez is going to continue on, and Gonzalez will come off of turn 11 for the final time. Caution is waving, but there's no reason for the caution to come out because Brandon Gonzalez has won at Infineon. Corey Williams second, Nick Eggleston third, Noel Stiller fourth. Well, actually, Noel Stiller in 4th, 5th, Stephen Dillon, and Daniel Schwab get credited for 6th, 7th position. Looks like it's going to be Christian James, who just, I think, pitted 1 lap too late. Still a good top 7 finish for Christian James. He crosses the stripe, and he does indeed finish the day in 7th. 8th position is going to go to Ziggy Bain. 8th is going to go to Jacob Rodriguez. 9th to Ziggy Bain, and 10th to Ray Wilson. Let's see why we're under the caution flag now to end this race. This race will end under the caution flag, but let's see what happened. Well, here's Timmy Pacioli's problems. This is, I thought this would put us under the caution flag, but it ended up not putting us under the caution flag at all. I think he's going to get a little bit of help here from the Daniel Schwab machine. There's Schwab on the inside line. This was a battle back for the 34th position, way at the back. But right there, yeah, he just gets into Pacioli's left rear quarter panel, and hard into the outside wall goes Pacioli. He ended up coming down pit road and then taking the hard left-hand turn to the garage area. Now let's see what happened to our points leader coming into this race, Jordan Hester. Well, Hester playing a little bit of ping pong. He slides through that turn, makes contact with Arnold Columbia, then comes back over, and Chad Smith is already there. There's nothing Chad Smith can do. And right here, oh man, Hester, that whole left, yeah, the left rear quarter panel, that left front quarter panel, that got a lot of damage in that outside safer barrier, and you can see right there, you can kind of see I think his whole left front tire is down, or else rubbing, and that's not good for Jordan Hester. Now let's see what actually put us under the caution flag to end this race. Here it was Bob Fergus coming off of pit road after making his pit stop. He comes up, and there's just nowhere for Ziggy Bain to really go. He comes right up and into the 34 of Bob Fergus, and then Fergus goes for a spin and up and into the tire barrier. That's pretty hard contact there for that 34 car, and I think that took him out of the race. He had crossed the stripe before in the 7th position. So there you have it. Brandon Gonzalez comes from the 41st position in order to win here today at Infineon. Corey Williams finishes in 2nd. Great finish for him. That's his best finish of the year. Nick Eggleston, Noel Stiller, Stephen Dillon, Logan Wilson. Those are the guys who stretched it and picked up good finishes. Actually make that Daniel Schwab in the 18. Christian James, Jacob Rodriguez, Ziggy Bain, and Ray Wilson, they complete the top 10. Let's take a look at the rest of the finishing order here. As you can see, a lot of drivers having some tough luck here who were doing rather well in the point standings, including Ralph Green finishing in 33rd, Jordan Hester just ahead of him in 31st, and Dougie Shears finishing in 30th position. Also, Adam Rose finishing in 38th, and Lisa Shears in 41st. Well, we head to our next racetrack after we finish up the weekend here at Infineon. We're looking forward to that. The Snickers Cup Series cars coming soon. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA numbers with the NCG MRS.